All right, greetings friends. I hope you're having a magical day wherever you are and whatever it is for you. I am so grateful and excited that you're here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brittany Bryant. I'm an online personal trainer and I make videos here on YouTube and elsewhere on the internet just about how to be a happier, healthier, and more magical individual. So today we're going to be talking about mindful eating. So the word mindful, I think essentially just means paying attention, paying more attention to the moment, what you're doing, how you're feeling, just giving it more thought or more attention really. So mindful eating is just paying attention to what you eat, how food tastes, and the sensations about it, and that can be really difficult sometimes. Now, mindful eating has a lot to do with your mind, obviously, and the sensations that you're feeling. So it's very internally driven, but I do think it has a lot of external effect and it can actually be used as a tool for weight loss. Now, it's not exactly a diet. There's no cues like eat this type of food, follow this meal plan, don't eat this during this time or whatever. It's not like that at all. It's actually internally driven. I do think that it's good for weight loss because I think so much of our weight gain, or at least our unwanted weight gain, is due to mindless eating. So eating without thinking, just eating without paying attention to our reasons for eating or how much we're eating especially. So I think mindful eating will be a good way to combat that. Just have 5 tips for you to eat more mindfully, and this isn't like a blanket statement. Obviously, like you take some, you leave some, or you adapt it to your situation, but I do want you to use these as a starting point to your mindful eating journey. Now, this isn't really a tip, but it is the basis for everything that I'm about to say, but just be mindful. And that doesn't have to apply to eating. Excuse me. You can train being mindful through meditation or just slowing down in general, but that's, like I said, mindful eating, the basis of mindful eating is being mindful, and these next tips are just ways to help you be more mindful as you eat. They're like little training wheels, but your ultimate goal is to be able to pay attention on your own. All right, the first tip is to sit down when you're eating. I know this sounds so simple, but honestly, like if you're having an important meeting with someone, or you're sitting down for an interview, or you're going on a date, you're probably going to sit down. So it's easier to give the subject your full attention. And when you sit down with your food, it's like almost like you're going on a date with your food. You're here with the food, you're here for the food, and you're going to have this moment together, this meal together, and that's going to promote mindful eating. When you're sitting down, you are more relaxed, and when you're more relaxed, you are emphasizing the parasympathetic nervous system, which is also responsible for digestion. So your rest and digest system. So by sitting down, you're actually going to help yourself digest better, get more nutrients, and have a better eating experience, not only mentally, but of course physically as well. Tip number 2 is to slow down. Give ample time and more to eat your food. Don't rush, no shoving food in your mouth, no thinking about the next thing, go. Because when you rush eating, you tend to also ignore cues for fullness. You're kind of just probably going to eat whatever you packed for yourself or whatever is in front of you. You're not going to pay attention when your body starts telling you, hey, I'm full, this is probably enough, we probably don't need to keep eating. You're not going to hear those cues because you're eating in a rush, and you're just thinking to, like, the end of your meal is when you finish your food, not when you're full. So slow down your eating, pay attention. That's the whole theme of this video. Pay attention to how you feel so you know when to stop. And also, like, when you slow down, you can enjoy the food. Like how does this taste? Like, do I actually like potatoes? Or do I really like my potatoes cooked this way? This is just another technique for paying attention to what you eat. Tip number 3 is to eat without distraction. No TV, no scrolling on your phone, and in some cases, no conversation. So you're eating alone sometimes. Now, I know this isn't ideal for some of us, especially we don't want to eat alone forever, but this is, like I said, it's just a technique for being more mindful. It's like if you were on a date with someone, you wouldn't be looking at your phone while you're talking to them, or you wouldn't be like watching TV while you're with them. You want to give someone your full attention, you wouldn't bring other people to the meal with you. By sitting down, by slowing down your food, and by eating without distraction, you have more mind space to give to your food and practice mindful eating. 4th tip is to food journal or keep a food diary. And this is actually my favorite tip to give people that are new to eating mindfully at all, because it's a way to evaluate what you ate afterwards. So this is more of a way to also course correct for future meals and future eating. So basically with the food journal, you just write down what you ate and then any relevant information that you're trying to track. So I recommend writing down the time that you ate, what you ate, the context around what you ate, such as how you felt, why you chose that particular food, and how hungry or full you were at the end of the meal. If you'd like a link to my free 3-day food diary with more thorough instructions on applying this to your life, just find the link in the description box below. And my 5th tip is to cook your food or otherwise just prepare it. The more time you spend with your food before eating, the more appreciation you'll have for the food while you're eating it, and the more attention you'll be giving it throughout. So you don't have to cook every single meal. Obviously, this is just a launching point, but maybe strive to cook at least 1 meal a week, or even meal prep your food for the whole week. You have the benefit of knowing exactly how your food was prepared, what ingredients were used. You can appreciate the flavors a little bit more because perhaps you added those in there. And it's also a good way to track your calories if you are becoming ready to do that. Oftentimes when we don't prepare our own food, we don't know exactly what's in there, if they added, more than what they said on the label, or if this was a bigger portion than last time. We don't always know when other people prepare our food, but when we prepare our food, we know exactly what's in there, and we can, of course, appreciate it even more. All right, and that's all my tips for you today on how to eat a little bit more mindfully this week. I hope you apply at least one of these tips right away at your next meal and let me know how it goes. If you'd like any more videos on this topic, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, because I appreciate all those forms of feedback. And as always, I want to wish you a happier, healthier, and more magical day. Bye-bye.